Hi everyone, and welcome back to video 3 in my mini series, which is all about resilience. I'm Angie Hayes of Angie Hayes Therapy, and today we're going to talk about acceptance. So what do I mean by acceptance? Okay, so have you ever recognized in yourself that the moment something happens that you don't like, somebody does something to you that you don't like or behaves in a way you don't like, you resist it? And we all do it. I've done it for years and years and years, but I've trained myself to accept it. And there's a lot of good reasons for that. Just think about this for a minute. So you lose your job or your partner walks out on you and you don't want it to happen. Well, for a start, and my little chimp's here with me again today, just very briefly. For a start, this part of our brain can become hardwired to perceive any change as a threat. It doesn't want change. We hate change as humans. We hate it. So we will resist it. We will fight it. We will argue about it. We will go, I don't want this. And we'll go on and on and on about all the reasons why it's not fair. But actually, sometimes life isn't fair for us, all of us. Some of us sail through without any problems, mostly. And some of us just seem to have one thing after another. That's just the cards you're dealt with, as they say. But that resistance of things all the time is exhausting. Because I just want you to think about this for a moment. Can you change it? Is it within your gift to change it? And if the answer to that is no, then my darlings, please, please, please listen to me. All that resistance, not only is it exhausting, it's a waste of your time, it's a waste of your energy, and it's a waste of your life. Because all of that energy going into that isn't going to change the outcome in any way. And when I learned to start accepting things, what I noticed was that it propels you, it pivots you straight into solution mode. Right, we are where we are. This has happened. How am I going to deal with it? What am I going to do about it? And the best example I can use here is in bad relationships, in toxic relationships. I've had toxic relationships in my family. I've had a narcissistic partner to contend with. And you get to that point where you just wish they didn't behave like that, don't you? You just wish they wouldn't do that to you. It's not fair. You don't deserve it. And all those things are true. But you can't change them. You can't change them, can you? All you can change is what is within your gift to change. And all of that worry and upset about worrying about how the other person's going to react, what they're going to do, and all the rest of it. If you just accept that they're just an a-hole or a narcissist, then you can say to yourself, do I want to maintain a relationship with an a-hole or a narcissist? And in my case, the answer was no. And I actually said to myself, this is going to hurt, but he's got to go. And that's exactly what I did. I just accepted it and thought, he's got to go. I can't do it. I'm powerless to change this. And you know, when you accept, there's another interesting thing that happens. You become empowered. That choice thing, it puts you in control. It empowers you to then move forward and think about what's best for you, what's best for your future, and what's best for all concerned in that situation. Now, I totally understand there are a lot of, when we're talking about relationships, and this is my thing after all, it's a lot more complex than that in some respects. But I think when you take a stance in terms of where you stand and you just accept that that person is always going to be a pain, you don't let them, they don't bother you to the same extent. They're just over there. I pat them on the head and let them just carry on as they are. I don't try and change what they do. And as far as possible, I try and avoid having them in my life. And sometimes we can't always avoid having them in our lives, but we know when we do have those interactions, they're basically going to be shite, aren't they? But you know that and you accept that because they're just an asshole. Oh, here I am with my potty mouth. Apologies, but I have got a potty mouth. So let me tell you this, Let me just ask you, please, 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 to think about this for a moment. That behaviour that they're displaying is not personal. They've been brought up, come up through life with that behaviour, and everyone dances rings around it. You don't have to. You don't have to engage with it, but you don't have to let it bother you. It's got them where they want to be, and they found no other way of behaving sensibly. They're always going to behave like that. They're always going to be manipulative, or whatever it is. But they own that. You don't. It's not your responsibility how they behave. That's their responsibility. They own that. And if they're proud of that, then good luck to them. Best of luck, because I know where I'd rather be. I'd rather not be here with him in control and in my intelligent part of my head, coming across how I want to come across, not letting them destroy my day, destroy my dreams, destroy my thoughts, destroy how I feel. So acceptance. Accept what is happening. When we go back to Viktor Frankl, as I talked about in the first video, this was what they did. Those resilient, realistic people that saw the carnage and horror around them, accepted, bloody hell, this is real. I've got to find a way of getting through this, of coping with it, because I have, for Viktor Frankl, his purpose and meaning was he wanted to finish his life's work, which was his psychotherapy approach called logotherapy. For other people, it was the intention to see their family and loved ones again, their children, their parents. So all of that purpose plays into this. So just be aware of that. This is good mental hygiene, acceptance. It's really, really important. Don't resist. If you keep resisting, it's bothering you. Why is it triggering you? Ask yourself, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like this? And you will find on some level, like you're being disrespected. Yeah, your needs aren't being met and you're feeling resentful, or that person is just not respecting you. They're not showing you the loyalty, the trust and respect. So why are you showing it to them? Okay, so I will leave you with that thought, acceptance. And in my next video, we're going to talk a bit more about looking after ourselves and doing the things we love. So until next time, go out there and lead a happy, thriving life. And if you're finding it difficult, seek the right help for you. Take very good care, my little loves. See you in the next video. Bye for now.